it's me, Barb, Barbalicious. How you guys doing? Hi. So today I'm doing burgers. I've done quite a few burgers, but these are like a stuffed kind of a burger. So I've got bacon cooking in the back. Got my mushrooms here so we can have fried mushrooms on the burger. So I just cut those and I'm going to put those aside here. So they're ready for when the bacon's done and I can put the mushrooms on. And here I have my meat here. Got ground beef I'm doing today. Usually I mix ground beef, ground pork. But I'm just going to do ground beef today. I'm going to grab an egg here. And I'm going to stuff these. So I'm going to add, I'm doing a bit of a jalapeno pepper I'm going to put in there. So I'm not a person for a lot of seasoning. If you are like seasoning, you like hot, leave that ripple thing here and the seeds. And then I'll be like super hot and you'll like it, but I don't. So I just take it out because I like the flavor. I don't like the heatness of it. So I just finally chop this up like so. And I'm going to add that into my meat. Now you can add mushrooms in here if you want, cheese into it. Basically, like whatever you want to add. I'm going to add the whole jalapeno in here because that doesn't look like enough. So I'm going to add my whole jalapeno. You do you. Add what you want. I've added mushrooms to this. I've added cheese. I've added onions. I've added, you know, everything and anything you can think of under the moon. You can add to your hamburger meat. I've even done stuffed hamburgers, like stuffed burgers. So, but this is just one that I'm going to do today. So we're going to do that. That in there, and then the seasonings I'm going to add. I'm going to put 1 egg. Wow. And then I'm going to add ground mustard. I'm going to do roughly about a teaspoon, you know, a teaspoon and a half of each. Okay, so it's mustard. This is onion powder. I got some smoked paprika. Got that. Got pepper. Got that. Chili powder. Some, and like I said, anytime I'm doing beef, I always add Worcestershire sauce. So add some of that to it. I'm going to add some Montreal steak spice, probably only about a teaspoon of this because it is very powerful and I don't want to take over all the flavors. And then some garlic powder. That's it. That's all I add. I'm going to give this a mixy mix. And I try to only use one hand so that hand can stay free. So if I have to grab something or answer something or do something with, I got one clean hand. I'm just going to mixy this up. Like so, it's mixed. And I'm going to set this aside and I'm going to let it do its thing there. Let it sit aside. I'm going to wash my hand. I'm going to continue on cooking my bacon and then I'm going to put my mushrooms on and cook that and then I'll come back. Okay, so I'm back. I got my mushrooms, my bacon are cooked. So I got a cookie sheet here. I put some parchment paper on here. Now this is where you can cook it however you want to cook your burgers. I tend to either barbecue it, but I don't have a path right now to barbecue, so I'm going to put mine in the oven. You can put it in the frying pan, whatever you want. So I'm just going to do about 2 scoops per burger. So I'm just going to scoop this out and put them on the cookie sheet. So I'm doing 2 of these scoopers. You can do it however you want. Like I do have a scale I can bring out and do it too, but this is just as easy and just as quick. And it's just rough. You don't have to be like exactamo, but you know, kind of give or take. So, and it's perfect. I can get, with the amount of meat that I have here, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 burgers. So that's pretty good. 5 burgers is lots for us. So now I'm just gonna form these. Now these here, if you wanted to, this is where you could stuff it, right? You just do it in half, and you just take one, so you would just go like this, right? You put it in half. You put it like a piece of cheese in there, or some bacon, or you can put some gravy in there if you want, or some onions. And then once you get it, then you put this one on top and you pinch them together, and then you got a stuffed burger, right? So, but I'm just gonna form these into a little patties, like so. And do this. And then I've got my oven preset. I've got it on broil high. So these will take roughly about, I don't know, 15-20 minutes to cook. I don't usually flip them, but again, totally your call if you want to or not. I put them in the oven and I cook them until they're cooked. And I don't touch them. Once they go in, I don't touch them. So I'm just gonna form these up. Like so. So then there's your burgers. So they're all about the same size. They all look the same, so they're all gonna be very happy. And then I put like a little dent in each of them. So that way they don't shrink up. They're gonna stay this size. There you go. Little finger holes. And that way, yeah, they don't do any shrinkage. They're gonna stay this size. So I'm gonna pop these in the oven. Like so. Hey, I'm gonna forget about them. Now, I'm gonna quickly just wash my hands here. Like so. And then I'm gonna finish getting my prep ready for my burgers to go on. So here I've got, like, it's just a spring lettuce mixture here. So there's spinach in here and some arugula and some purple lettuce. You know, it's all good. It's all good to go on a burger. We ain't prejudiced around here. Got some red onion here because I prefer red onion on my burger. Some people prefer white onion. I'm a red onion kind of girl. So I'm just gonna make little onion rings here like this. Put them on. That's done. That's ready. And then I've got marble cheese and I'm using Monterey Jack cheese. I'm gonna put both cheeses on my burger. You can put whatever cheese you want. That's what I got. So there, I'm ready. I got all my stuff ready for my buns. And I'm using a sourdough bun. And I have been experimenting using different buns too. So I'm gonna try these sourdough buns right now. I'm gonna lightly toast it and put that there. And I'm just gonna clean up my mess here and I'll come back to you with some sauces and gravies and stuff that we're gonna use too. Okay, so I'm gonna do up some sauces here to go on my burgers. I'm gonna do a garlic aioli. I'm just gonna add some mayonnaise to this. Like so. I got some crushed garlic here. I add that to it. So it's about a teaspoon or so, roughly estimated. I'm gonna add a bit of garlic powder to it too. So there you go. Easy pleasy garlic aioli. And this I'll spread on the buns for the burger. So this will be the sauce. You can also do like a sun-dried tomato. If you had some tomatoes, sun-dried tomatoes and add it into the mayonnaise. And you can have like a tomato aioli. You can add, I don't know, options, right? So I'm just gonna give it a little taste. Love it. Very garlicky, love it. Okay, now this next one is, I don't know which restaurant it is that we go to. They have like a dill kind of sauce to dip your fries into it. So I am going to recreate that. So again, it's just a little bit of mayonnaise. Like this. And usually I use like real dill, but I don't have any on hand right now. So I got this dill weed. I'm gonna try it and see what it tastes like. I'm gonna add just a tad of Parmesan cheese to it, because that's part of it. A little bit of Parmesan cheese. And then I'm gonna add this dill weed to it. Oh wow, it's never been open. How exciting. Woohoo! Yeah, it's dilly. It smells dilly. So I'm going to add that. So I added a couple tablespoons of it. And give it a stirry stir. A lot of these dips too, like if you wanted to make them a day in advance, because then they'll get more flavor if they sit overnight. But it's okay if you don't. not gonna hurt. Okay, so I got that going. Grab another spoon here, give it a taste. And that's not dilly. I'm gonna add another couple of teaspoons of dill to it. So it's gonna be fairly green. Another good sauce too that I make sometimes is mayonnaise with hot sauce. And you get like a chipotle kind of sauce. I'm gonna add a bit of garlic powder to it. When you're doing sauces with mayonnaise, like making these kinds of things, it's really a good idea to use the Hellmann's mayonnaise because it does not have any flavor. It's just a blunt taste, and it'll take on any flavor that you have. That's better. Yeah. So it tastes better with real dill too. Like this has got a bit of a different taste to it, but it's still, it'll still work. So yeah. So when you're doing your sauces, it's better, or your dips and that, it's better to use a Hellmann's mayonnaise because of it has no flavor. Because this, like Miracle Whip mayonnaise, has got like a vinegary taste to it. So any of your sauces that you come up with have got like a really bad vinegar taste to it. And you can taste that more than tasting anything else. So just a thought here. Okay, so I got this stuff going. I got my burgers going. I got my sauces here. I'm gonna quickly do up a gravy. So I'll move to the other side of my kitchen and we'll do a gravy to go with the French fries. And then I'm gonna cut these and get them ready to put in the toaster to toast them. And we should be eating here in a few more minutes. Okay, so I'm back. My burgers are done. They've cooked for about 20 minutes. So they're nice and yummy and thick. It's them, cooked, ready to go. So I'm just gonna let them sit here on the oven here and let them rest and get all the juices flown back into where they need to go. I popped my fries in, so that'll take another few minutes. So I got a roux here going. I got a little bit of flour or oil in here. I'm gonna add some flour to it. Give it a little whiskey whisk to make it to a paste. You want it a paste consistency. So it's gonna look like that is what you want. Okay, and then you're gonna slowly add water to it to get it to the thickness of your gravy that you want. So then it turns into a very tight, it turns into that. And so I'm gonna keep adding water. Keep adding water to it. And as the more water you add to it, the thicker it gets. You're just going to stir and stir and stir and stir. Keep stirring. So now it's almost like thick oatmeal. Add a bit more water to it. Give it a little bit of a stir. Just going to move it off the heat a little bit to get a little bit more water to it, add it to it. I have the temperature set at about 7.5 when I'm doing this. But this you gotta baby, like you gotta watch it. You can't, this you can't walk away with and go do something else. If you're gonna make gravy, you gotta baby it. So, get it going here. A little bit more water. Almost to the consistency. So I almost added just about 1.5 cups to a cup and 3/4 of water. So that's the thickness that I like that. As long as it coats the back of a spoon, right? So I got it turned down to low now, very low. And this is where you're gonna add your seasoning, so it depends on what flavor you want for your gravy. I got beef, so I'm just gonna add my oxos. I'm gonna add 4 little packages. This is bubbling away. Bubbling away, so it's good. So I do that. So I add a little bit of pepper to it. Don't ask me why, it just brings out a taste that I like. I also add a little bit, just a dab of Worcestershire sauce, like half a teaspoon, if that. But if you don't like the taste of oyster sauce, then don't put it in your gravy. Because you gotta kind of like the taste. So now I'm gonna give this a mixy mix, like so. Mix it all up. So it's all mixed up nicely. The other thing too is when I'm using the whisk, it's hard to get in the corners of your pot with it. So that's why I tend to go to a spoon afterwards, so then you can get into the corners and get that roux mixture. Some people do it where you do the water first and then you mix the flour and oil together and make a roux that way, and then you slowly add it in that way too. You can do it either way. I do both. It doesn't matter. So, have this. This is where you give it a little tasty taste. See what you think. So now I'm just going to turn it off. I'm going to forget about it. So my gravy's done. My burgers are done. I'm waiting for my fries. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my buns, put them in my toaster oven, toast them up for a couple minutes, and then we'll assemble the burger. I keep losing my slipper. back. I'm gonna put together a burger here. So I'm gonna take this garlic aioli, I'm gonna put it on the top bun, a little bit on the bottom bun. Make sure I got my tops and my bottoms good. I'm going to add some lettuce on the top, well, spinach basically is what it is, on there. Some onion on it like so. Then I'm gonna grab one of my burger patties, and I put the burger patties back in to melt the cheese on there. So it's got Monterey Jack and cheddar cheese on there. I'm gonna add a couple pieces of bacon on top of it. You can add the mushrooms on there, and anybody that knows me knows that I like to add fried eggs onto my burgers. So there you go, there's the burger with the topper. And that's my burger. Yummy, yummy. Isn't that good in your freaking tummy? And we'll just add some fries and some gravy, and there you go. So that's supper. Bye-bye.